What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode. Girl, this shit look crooked. Okay, that look a little bit better. We'll deal. The Oval, season 3, episode 18, y'all. Next to impossible. Girl, a mess. Okay. Um, I'm kind of getting over the way that they're dragging out the storylines, and I know some of y'all are too. But the show is cool. It's still good, but it's just come on, I want to see this man get like something happen. I need some action to really happen. And Alan, we pick up what we left off last week, all right? And Alan came up in that office and he came in there real self mode life, okay? Because Hunter didn't hear him come in at all. And he turned around. He was like, "Yo, what you doing here?" You know. And Alan had his hand in his back, and I said, "Alan, put your hands in the front, okay? Put your hands where my eyes can see, okay?" I sitting here like, Alan, you're not about to do nothing. Because if you was gonna do something, you would have just went on ahead and said, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? But of course, he didn't do that. He kind of got a little spooked. He kind of got a little scared. He kind of got common sense came in and said, I can't do this. Hunter trying to understand, what are you doing up in here? And so, he stuttered. He was like, listen, well, Donald told me to come up in here. Donald told you to come up in here for what? To check on you, to see if you was okay, to see if you was here. Why wouldn't he just call? I don't know, but that's what he told me to tell you, okay? And so at this point, it goes a little quiet because, Hunter like, that don't seems right, but let me just go ahead and play games with this little boy, all right? He started talking about Ellie. Yo, I'm sorry about what happened to Ellie, huh? I heard. Kind of messed up. She was a great girl, huh? The things that we used to do. Did she ever tell you some of the stuff that we used to do? Like, it was this one time I was on the conference call with these people, whatever. Meanwhile, she was underneath the desk giving me one of the best blowjobs ever. And I had to put the thing on mute. I said, Hunter is a mess. I was just like, wow, you really gonna say that to that man? And I'm sitting here like, you know what? Let me take my wow back because you literally continued to have sex with this woman as he came into the office as y'all was, girl. So I'm just sitting here like, so you're just playing games with him. It get to a point where, he was trying to act like he ain't, phased by it. And okay, well, I'll leave. And he was like, well, you'll leave when I tell you can leave or whatever until I say you're dismissed. He just kept playing games with him or whatever. And so he eventually was about to go. Victoria came up in there talking about what's going on with the VP. And she was looking at Alan like, what the hell are you doing here? And she was like, you can go. Okay. So at this point, she asked Hunter, what is he doing in there? Mind you, he was fixing a gun in his bag. Okay. He was fixing a gun in his bag, putting it in his, like his waistband or whatever, and fixing his coat, or I should say his jacket about it. And I was just like, wow, they don't see what's going on. I would have been like, what you doing? What you tucking back there? Okay, I would have asked, what you tucking back there? Meanwhile, Victoria was just asking what was going on. Why was he here? This whole situation with Donald supposed to have told him to come in there. It don't make sense. It's weird. Even Hunter said, yeah, that's kind of weird. And then we get into this whole VP situation. And once again, it's, what are we gonna do? I had lunch with the girl, or at least I called her up here to have lunch, but they still on this crusade like they're gonna take us out. And it was like, you know what? Also, what I also just got news is your son, okay? His doctors are saying that he's slowly coming out of it, he's he's showing a little bit of progress. And Hunter was like, this is the first time like I ever really seen him like, I know he cares more about the kids than Victoria do. Okay, he can show a little bit more of a fatherly spirit or whatever, but we know that he cares more about them and actually do love them. Besides, when it compares to Victoria, right? So when he said that, or I should say, when Victoria said that, he was like, "Oh my God! So for real, he's doing okay." And she was like, "I mean, that's cute or whatever, but we need to slow down his progress." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, because if we, I want the nigga to live, but if he come out, he can just start talking because they said he can gain his function back real quick, and if he don't, you know, he can start talking and saying everything that happened and, just screwing up the plan or whatever. And I just said, girl, this don't make no sense. You are really evil. At this point, they gotta figure out what it is they want to do. Okay. And I don't even know why Hunter asking questions about it. You know how your wife is. Girl, it seemed like y'all can't see. Oh, I'm sorry. It just looked like my head is the only thing. Can y'all? Oh, fuck. Girl, my shoulder blade. Not my shoulder blade, but I think I was doing weights, okay? I've been having issue ever since I did these goddamn weights. And I was doing weights, all right? And the next day, it was just burning. Not necessarily burning, but it was just feeling like, an irritating sensation right here, okay? And I did go to the doctor because it was in my chest too. And I know the difference between chest pains and muscle pain. So it's muscle pain. And I'm like, damn, did I tear the muscle or whatever? Because fuck me, bitch. This shit hurt. I mean, it's irritating. It's more so irritating than anything when you strain something too much. And that's how it is. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Girl. Because I'm sitting down right here right now and I don't feel nothing. But then when I move, girl, it just... All in the name of trying to lose some goddamn weight and tone the fuck up, bitch. Listen, okay, calm. That ain't even what we on, okay? But back to this whole situation. We get to, Alan did go back to his job, to his office. And Alonzo comes up in there. He was like, give it here. Give it here. Alan was like, what are you talking about? He said, I went over those videotapes over and over and over again. And I noticed that you kept bending down. And I'm trying to see what you bent down for. So I'm pretty sure that you brought that gun up in here. Give it here. I didn't bring it in. Okay, here it is. And he was like, see, how could you? Listen, I don't know, okay? Listen, here it is. He was like, you know what? We'll talk about this later tonight. I don't know why I'm keep getting homoerotic type of vibes or pseudo homoerotic vibes for them. The chemistry, I don't know, they're talking to each other, or at least Alonzo is talking to each other like they're a couple. Okay, we'll talk about this when I get home, and you did this and all this stuff, and it's just weird. It's just, I mean, it ain't weird, but it's just, it's interesting. It's interesting. We already had that incident where Alan kind of just, he a chameleon. He'd do whatever. He showed that when he was with Donald. And Donald kind of called that out on him because he was, kind of flirting with Donald that one time in his office or whatever. I don't know. It's weird. But after that, Donald had to go up there to Victoria to let her know what was going on with Cal. Listen, Cal is missing. We ain't seen him in a minute. It's been over 30 hours since he done checked in. And I'm pretty sure Sam got something to do with it because Sam is working with the VP. And she was like, what? He was like, yeah, we got to get him. She said, well, what this got to do with me? That's your girlfriend. I said, you know what, Victoria, you are so evil. Could you stop? And she was like, for real, what they got to do with me? He said, girl, don't you know that he know all our secrets and everything? He got a lot of stuff that he could tell. And she was like, do you think that he flipped over there to the VP? He said, no, I don't think that. But I feel like Sam got something to do with it, so we need to find him. And what I need you to do is I need you to distract Sam. And she was like, why do I need to distract him? You're his boss. And he said, but girl, you fucking him. That's what he wanted to say without saying it. And then she caught it. She caught it before before he could truly say it. And then he was like, cause that's your. And she was like, I said, girl, you know what it is, all right? And so at this point, we got to figure out what we going to do. I said, oh, this is a mess. They going to try to find Kyle. They going to bring Grip back in. Mind you, once again, Sam has already said, could you stop going over my head and saying things to my guys, because I'm telling them one thing and then you got them doing another thing, right? And so once again, Sam, what's his name? Donald is going over his head because he's bringing Grip back in when Sam just told him to leave. Okay. Meanwhile, Sharon is over there at Rich's house, talking about I was about to say Bobby, talking to Barry. And Barry trying to get her to calm down, so he offered her a little hit on a little weed or whatever. She said, "No, I don't want to smoke, okay? Matter of fact, could you just scoot over? I don't even like that." All right. And I just want Barry to grow up. And I understand that, and I want him to have some respect for himself. And I say this because Barry, it is bothering me that this. I gotta fix it later. I apologize. But it is bothering me because it wasn't like this when I recorded my other video. Or was it? I'm sorry, y'all like, damn, Ashley, what's all this interruption? I know. Barry just needs to have some more respect for himself, okay? I want his self-esteem to get a little bit higher. Because why are you trying to get back with a woman who literally left you for her ex after you caught them cheating? Okay, you caught her cheating with her ex, and not only did that happen, she literally went back to him with no hesitation, living with him and everything, and you so. Okay, yeah, you can love a person. You don't stop loving a person when they hurt you or whatever, unless you that cold hearted. I can't even do that. Y'all know I can be ice queen all day. But if you truly love somebody, of course you're gonna still have some feelings. But again, after all this time has passed, you need to have some type of self-respect for yourself, because ain't no way in hell I'm finna be sitting on no couch. I don't give a damn. First of all, the bitch won't even be in my house. Granted, it ain't his house, but still, we would not have no communication. And that just goes to show how the family still fuck with her. And I just couldn't mess with the family like that, because how is it that y'all still this close to her that she allowed to come into the house and you don't give a damn about the fact that she cheated on me and she hurt me like that? Oh no, it wouldn't be. I'd be like, you asked out. As soon as you was done with my son, that's all that it was. Murder she wrote, okay? You on your own, boo-boo, And it just made me feel some type of way. Like, I'm not gonna be trying to get this girl back. Barry can't let go. I love you, you know what I'm saying? I love you and everything. He trying to get the information out of her, and I'm sitting here like, Barry, she is there for Kareem. She ain't even there for you, okay? And I'm just like, you should feel some type of way at that point. Meanwhile, Donald had to go up in there to talk to Hunter. And Hunter was like, Alan came up in there. So you really sent him up in here? He was like, huh? He was like, yeah, you sent that boy up in here. I mean, he caught on, but he didn't want to make it seem as if Alan came on his own. So Donald just covered for him and was like, yeah, I sent him up in here. So, everything is all to the good. I'll talk to him or whatever. So at this point, they trying to figure out where is Kyle. All right, they trying to find him. I think they found out that, it's a bunker or whatever. So they just trying to get a hold of Cal. And that's basically all that it is. Him putting out there that he was doing what he was doing with Ellie. Even Victoria said, why you like to torture that boy? Okay, because that's what you do. And he was like, well, you do the same thing, And he just can't help himself but to say that he got this thing with Ellie going on. I just don't understand it, all right? But of course, that went down. And Donald did have to talk to Alan and see exactly what was said. He was like, he was a little condescending. He was a little aggressive. That's what Hunter said about Alan. I said, he really wasn't. I mean, you were trying to aggravate him, okay? You were trying to provoke him, and you want to say that, he's the one that was being aggressive. No, sir, you were. All right. And of course, Donald didn't really do nothing, but he told him don't let the shit happen again. All right. So we got Bobby and Max. They at the VP place and waiting for them to come down, and they eventually come down. And they're talking about what's going on. They need to get a hold of Jason. And they want to get his room changed. But it's not going to happen. They know that he's getting better, but they don't really want him to get better too quickly, because if they do, if he gets better too quickly, that means he can come out of this coma in the state that he's in, and he can start mouthing off and telling everything, and it's going to be an issue for them, because at this point the Hunter and Victoria is really going to be gunning for them, because it's going to, mess up their plan. That's what it is, because they're using Jason as a scapegoat. But at the same time, Jason the type of person that probably will tell everything, because he knows a lot. Y'all remember, Jason has been going around the White House, and he's been sneaking into areas that people didn't even know about, and listening and recording stuff. So he got all the evidence, all right? So they got to keep an eye on that. You know, once again, Max is on this trip about Kyle. He wants Kyle. They told him that he's in a bunker. Sam is watching him. It's a separate bunker with a separate it's a separate interest. Interest. ENTRANEC. Interest. Interest and interest. Huh. Am I saying it right? It just don't feel like I'm saying it right. Anyway, it's a separate opening. We're gonna say that. Interest. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. It is a long day. It's been a long day, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, that the VP can go through. Once again, Max is all about getting him. And I'm sitting here like, Max, no, okay? Not at this moment. He want to torture him, and of course VP is not for it. He like, we don't do that. He said, well, that's the only way he will respond. A person like him, that's the only way that he will respond to any of this. And so I guess VP, he eventually gives in and told him where he needs to go, whatever, to get the bunker. But we just gonna see how this goes, okay? I don't think it's gonna go the way that they plan, because eventually Donald do find out where he's at, all right? Griplin comes in there after Alonzo told Sam that, hey, Victoria want to talk to you. And he was like, well, what Victoria want? I don't know. She wants you. Well, go find out what she want. I said, we're not finna play telephone. Alonzo came up there like, well, he in a meeting or something. She was like, stop lying. Tell that man to bring his ass up here. So he finally come up there, and Victoria, before he comes up there, Priscilla comes there, okay? And she was like, I'm all done for the night. I'm about to leave, ma'am. Is there anything else that you need? And she was like, oh, so you're about to leave, huh? She was like, yeah. Okay, so cool. Sam was up there. Oh, did Sam come first? Or did she? Because I know Victoria was taunting her and was talking about Sam. And she was like, oh, you can have him. Oh, so you're just going to give up Sam that quickly and that easily? And she was like, you can have him. She said, with that big black girl ghetto booty that you got. I said, Victoria speaks as if she's not black herself. I said, girl, no matter where you grew up at, girl, they still look at you like the N-word with a hard ER on it. What are you talking about? I cannot stand black folks that look down on other black folks like that. I said, girl, now when she pop you and give you that black girl beat down, don't say nothing, okay? And remind you that you black. You will be, all right, while you rolling on the floor, girl. And all of this is happening. And, she was like, there are some things that are worth fighting for, and I know my worth, and I know what's worth fighting for. So if you want the man, you can have the man. And at this point, I think Victoria felt some type of way, because it's not much of a fight that's going on between her and Priscilla no more. It's mostly feel like she gets off on the fact that, she's making this woman mad because she's taking her man. And it's not getting the same reaction that she wanted. Okay, it was the thrill of it all. And she's not getting that reaction no more. And so at this point, Sam do come up there, and she telling him, I don't even remember what she was telling him, but basically distracting him, okay, and making it that he had to stay up there and talk to her and be up there with her. And this was all a distraction. At this point, she did say she was finna go up in there to Victoria, okay? To Priscilla. Sam said, Victoria, No, you're not going. I said, wait a minute. It was no more ma'am, okay? It was no more first lady. It was Victoria. You're not gonna do that because I know you're about to go in there and you're about to aggravate her. You're about to provoke her, okay? Because when he came up there, she was like, your wife just attacked me. And he didn't even flinch, like, okay, and he didn't even say, for real, She was like, no, I'm just playing. But what would you have done if she did? And he was like, what you want me to do? I would have to do my job. And I said, damn, Sam. I would have lost my job right then and there because I would have been on my wife's side. If I'm trying to get her back, I'm trying to get her back and I know I messed up and you gonna say some shit like that. I said, wow. And then you calling her Victoria, she getting all turned on bad and everything. And I'm just sitting here like, this is crazy. All right. Meanwhile, she telling him to just sit his ass down. Okay. You're going to leave when I tell you to leave, So at this point, like I said, Donald found out that it's a possibility that Cal might be in a bunker. So Grip goes down there to the bunker. And as soon as he opened up the door, he tried to get him out and the code wouldn't work. And Kyle was like, Sam probably scrambled the code so that every time the door opens, it's a different code every time. So what you need to do is you need to tell Donald, first of all, he was like, was Donald looking for me? I don't do that, Cal. Oh, you better, pull it back. Pull it back. He was like, was Donald looking for me? And he was like, he was. And he was like, that's how he was inside. He was. He was like, my man was working for me. He was looking for me. He was worried. I'm sitting here looking at Cal like, he was trying to hold it back. But you saw the little grin and a little smirk on his face like, he was like, I said, boy, so of course he gonna go tell Donald. Grip gonna tell Donald so that he can get out of there. I said, and then talking about something he about to come after Sam, the wife, and everything. I said, this is crazy, and he took Grip guns. Okay, I said, oh, Lord, this is going to be a mess. Okay, it's about to be a shootout. Meanwhile, Richard finally get home. Okay, he is off of work. He thinking that he could just rest and relax, all right? But no. Nancy said, girl, listen, babe. Now, I know you can't attack, but you ain't going to be able to relax no more right now because Sharon is in the living room. He was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, Sharon, what's good? Listen. He came and visited me in the pharmacy today. Who? Kyle? No, the president. Oh my God. And he knew about you. He asked about you by name and Sam. Okay? Mind you, they got Kareem and I don't know where he's at. Do you know where he at? Do you think they killed him? No, they ain't kill him or whatever. But before the whole conversation started, you got Barry asked. And I said, Barry just want to be included so bad. He want to be included so bad. I'm sitting here like, Barry, you not about to play Super Saver Hole. You can't even go find your own daughter and you trying to fix this situation. What you think about fixing this situation? You going to give this girl back? No, she going to go right back there to Kareem, okay? If he's still with us, And so he was like, I should be in here and I should know too. I said, who told you that? Who told you that? I said, Barry, go sit down. Okay, go in your room and close the door. All right, go in your room and close the door and don't come out until we tell you to. Okay, that's what you do. And so she was real scared about the whole situation, and Richard is trying to calm her down, and it's always, I'll get Sam to look into it. I'll get Sam to look into it. Sam is tired of y'all. Okay, Sam is tired of y'all. Y'all want him to look into the whole situation with Callie. Now you want him to do something with the president, and he got Donald on the back. Girl, it's just a lot. He got to deal with Priscilla as well. Baby, Sam is just going through it at this point. One situation he brought on himself, okay? But everything else, he is going to be, and he ain't even getting paid for all of this. Y'all are not asking for giving him no monetary compensation or anything. And I was just like, girl, what is going on? Meanwhile, Richard had said, call Dale and tell him to bring his ass over here because I want y'all to stay. Girl, she get on the phone calling Dale, telling him what's up. He come out the room and he got this shock on his face. I said, bitch, who's sitting there in the living room? And if it's Kareem, it better be Kareem beat the fuck up. I don't want him to be. Do I want him to die? No, I don't want nobody to die. Okay, but he got to be touched up. You know what I'm saying? But he did have a look of shock. Who y'all think was on that couch? Was it? It had to be Kareem. But anyway, once again, that was the Oval. I apologize for all the interruptions. It's just one of those nights. All right, I will be better next week. But you guys tell me how y'all feel, and I will see y'all later. Hold up, sisters, come on next week, okay? And well, tomorrow. I seen the commercial for that. Why is Tyler Perry doing this to us? Why he got two of the people that we can't stand linking with each other? First of all, you got Aaron and Gary already knowing each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Aaron. I don't like Gary. And now he got Gary and Hayden working with each other. The fuck? He about to put Hayden on Andy to watch her. Why is he doing this to us? Do we not want to have a show where we like everybody on there or just about the majority of the cast? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of us can say 9 out of 10, if it's 10 characters, we don't like about 8 of them, okay? Girl. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I'll see y'all later. Peace.